neighbours. Everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
There we go.
You know, I must have been along that road. I don't know how many times. I've never noticed that restaurant before.
You weren't with me then, were you?
So that's why I missed it, is it?
Well, how does the poem go? A wise man never knows the sights that love bestows.
I thought love was supposed to be blind. Oh, either way, Harold, it was a lovely day.
The first of many, I promise.
Oh, I wish I could believe that.
Madge?
Oh, no, Harold, I didn't mean it like that. It's just that today was such a rarity. I mean, how often do we get time to ourselves like that?
Well, all the more reason to make the most of it, eh?
Oh, yeah, don't let me interrupt anything. You've only ruined my life, but why should that stop you?
What?
Well, was a lovely day.
Right, come in.
To your house.
Do you feel like telling me what's wrong?
Particularly. I just broke up with Charlene. This time it's for good, I think.
I see.
Don't think she likes me much anymore.
Well, these things happen, mate. People grow apart. You're both still... Well, let's just say that this probably won't be the last time it happens to either of you.
Well, because of that nerd, Murphy.
Warren Murphy?
Yeah. You know how Mrs. Mitchell thought we were seeing too much of each other and wanted her to go out with other guys?
Yeah?
Well, we chose Warren. With him being a drunk and causing all that trouble, we thought Mrs. Mitchell would go off a tree. We thought Harold would get jealous because of Ray.
Did you now?
Only Warren doesn't drink anymore and has turned into a model citizen. Madge and Harold think he's great. So does Charlene, apparently.
And what about Warren? I mean, did he know that he was only there to scare Madge into letting Charlene go out with you again?
He wouldn't have gone along with it otherwise.
That was a pretty rotten thing to do, wasn't it?
It's just got out of hand. Charlene was supposed to tell him last night.
I'm not surprised you had trouble.
Yeah, but Mrs. Mitchell shouldn't have made her go out with someone else in the first place.
I don't see how that changes anything. Not in the least. I'm sorry that you and Charlene have called it quits, but if you want my opinion, you brought it on yourself.
I knew you wouldn't understand.
You're right. I don't understand. I don't understand how any son of mine could do what you did to Warren.
I used to do a lot of that when I was in prison.
What?
Sit around staring at my feet. Of course, there wasn't much else to do in there. I didn't have a choice.
Well, who says I have? More than one kind of prison, you know.
That's right. The kind other people build for you, and the kind you build for yourself.
Oh, I didn't build it, mate. My family and so-called friends did all that for me. I don't know what it was like in your prison, but it's sheer hell in mine.
Then let's plan your escape.
There is none. All you can do is get so out of it you just forget who you are.
Well, getting drunk's not the answer. That's what you used to do, isn't it? Look, you don't want to let them get to you. It just isn't worth it.
Yeah, I know. I used to get on everyone's nerves, you know, drinking and mucking about. So I tried to turn over a new leaf. I really made an effort to change. Didn't do any good, though. I get home at night and all my mum can talk about is what a creep my old man is and how I'm breaking her heart just because I'm turning out like him.
Yeah, mothers can be a real drag, can't they?
Now, every girl I talk to just treats me like I'm the biggest nerd there is. Just heard a bit more of Charlene. Because I thought she was someone special. You know, I couldn't believe it when she said she'd go out with me. I thought, wow, you know, this is it. It's really happening. Who was I kidding? Charlene Mitchell and Warren Murphy, what a joke, huh?
Charlene's pretty upset about what happened, you know. She's really annoyed with Scott.
Yeah. She still went along with it.
Yeah, I guess so. But you say your mum's bad. You should try ours sometime. And she means well, but she's really been giving Lenny a hard time about going out with other guys.
Typical. You know, half the time I reckon we'd all be better off without parents.
And Charlene doesn't think you're a nerd. I told you she's upset. You don't know her. She wouldn't be wasting her time chasing around trying to apologise if she wasn't. What do you reckon? You could at least go and talk to her, couldn't you?
I just want to see Charlene. That's all.
And I've told you, nobody's going to see anyone until I find out what's going on.
Charlene is obviously upset about something. Her mother's a right to know why.
Oh, yeah? And what would you know about rights? You're the one who messed everything up for us in the first place.
Scott.
I think you've said enough. You may as well go.
You might as well, Scott. I'm not going to talk to you anyway.
All right. Just like that, is it? Everything is washed up because of that jerk, Warren.
He isn't a jerk.
That's enough, both of you.
I've already asked you to leave
Hey,
once.
you really enjoy sticking your nose
Stop
into other
it
people's
this
lives, don't you?
instant.
Cheeky young devil.
Why don't you just go? You're only making things worse.
Charlene? Warren's outside. He wants to talk to you.
Well, tell him she's busy.
You do nothing of the kind, Charlene. I want to know what's going on, and I want to know now.
Please, Charlene.
I'm waiting.
Just go, Scott. Go home.
Well, you got what you wanted? I hope you're happy.
Well, Henry explained a few things to me. I guess I can sort of understand why he did it now.
Nobody was meant to get hurt, honestly. Only somebody couldn't keep their big fat mouth shut.
He was just jealous. I mean, I guess I can understand that too, you know? I've been pretty jealous of him at times.
Yeah, well, you needn't be anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty mad at him right now, but I'll probably get over it. I usually do, that's just the trouble.
Charlene, you said that you liked me.
And I do.
But not enough to break up with Scott, huh?
I don't know, Warren. I'm pretty mixed up at the moment. If I said yes, it mightn't be true. I'd just end up hurting you again. I need time to work things out. I know I've said that to you before, but I really mean it this time.
Well, I can wait.
Fair enough.
In the meantime, would it be all right if we kept on seeing each other just as friends?
Don't know why you still want to be friends with me after what I did.
Please.
I can't promise anything will come of it.
I know that.
Okay, then.
She won't talk to me, but the second Warren turns up, she's out there like a flash.
Well, she probably feels bad about what you did to him.
Eh?
You have to admit it was pretty childish, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, and whose side are you on, anyway?
Listen, mate, if I had a buck for every time you and Charlene had a bust-up, I'd be a squillionaire, wouldn't I? You can't expect me to get too worked up about it.
Thanks a lot.
Look, all I'm saying is I think it's about time you grew up a bit.
Like you and Jane, you mean?
Well, at least we don't carry on like you two.
Oh, no? What about when Henry wanted to go out with Jane? Who got all neurotic then? What about your punch-up with Shane? Now, that was real adult stuff, wasn't it?
Look, I've got to go out.
Sorry, I wouldn't want to keep you from your adult university friends now, would I?
Don't be like that. Look, I'll talk to you about it later when you're in a better mood, all right?
Sure.
He's right about one thing. You and Charlene have had lots of fights before. She'll come round.
Not this time, she won't.
Wasn't part of the reason she didn't go to Brisbane because she'd miss you?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, there I go, and here comes Flaming Warren.
I thought we should meet here. It's a little less formal. Okay, mate.
Stag night, eh?
Well, Helen had a charity function to go to at the Children's Hospital. A few of the neighbours got together to throw a party for the kids.
Well, perhaps we could make a real night of it, you know. Well, cats
Rob, I hope you haven't forgotten what happened the last time you tried to get together on a business deal with Harold.
Oh, I'll be sweet this time, mate. With his future stepdaughter working for me, we're practically family.
Look at him now. Just don't underestimate Harold, Rob. He used to have his own stock and station agency. He's no fool when it comes to business.
I'll tell you, it'll be sweet.
Hello, Harold. Come in.
Ah, thank you. Ah.
Scott's a little troubled at the moment.
Don't apologise, Jim. I've already had a sample of his rudeness once today.
Well, where's the lovely Madge tonight, then, Harold? Why didn't you bring her with you?
I told her we'd be discussing business. She decided to stay home. Now, I believe you got some figures for me to have a look at.
Yeah, here they are. Jim's been through them. You'll find they're all in order.
Yes, well, we'll know that when I've had a look at them myself, won't we?
So that's why Harold and I wanted you to go out with other boys. Just so that you wouldn't think Scott was the only one in the world. And the fact that you feel this way about Warren just proves that we were right.
Yeah.
Oh, I know how you feel.
I knew you were going to say that. Why do people always say that? You don't know how I feel.
Well, as it happens, this time I do. When I was going out with Harold originally, he was the be-all and end-all. I never thought there'd ever be another man. And along came your father.
Freddie to the rescue, huh?
Breaking up with Harold was the hardest thing I ever did.
And look what a mistake that was.
I don't regret it for a minute.
What?
Oh, Fred and I had bad times, but they weren't all bad. And more importantly, if there'd been no Fred, there'd be no Henry and no you. I can't regret that.
That's fighting dirty.
Something I learned a long time ago is to take each day as it comes. Why don't you just think about what you've got going for you at the moment? You start a new job tomorrow, you'll be making new friends, earning your own money. In a couple of weeks, you'll wonder what all the fuss was about.
I hope so.
Warren's a nice boy. But if you decided that you preferred his company to Scott's, why was he so absurd? Oh, well. Suppose he had his reasons.
So, you're projecting a 40% return in the first year. It's a bit optimistic, isn't it?
Jim's accountant's been over the figures.
He said 40% was the best we could expect, but he felt that the projections were as accurate as they could be under the circumstances.
No, it's the worst we can expect.
25%?
I see. Well, it all looks good on paper. But of course, I want my solicitor to go over the whole deal.
No worries. Those figures will stand up to any inspection. Well, I reckon this calls for a drink, don't you? The usual mineral water for you, Harold?
Yeah, fine, thank you.
Oh, come on, you're amongst friends now. You can't make a proper toast with mineral water. You're not going to tell us you never ever have an occasional drop of the real stuff, are you?
Never, ever.
No? Oh, I always admire a man with the courage of his convictions. I've been meaning to cut down myself. Not that I drink that much, just a social tinny now and again. Helps me forget about work. Yeah, you know what it's like.
On the contrary, I've always been able to maintain my business without the help of artificial stimulants.
Well, perhaps it would be best if we shook on it then.
Yes, that's the ticket. Yeah, gentleman's agreement.
Quiet. A gentleman's agreement.
So, what's her name, Henry?
Who?
You know who. Of course I want to see you. I wouldn't have called if I didn't.
All right, Charlene.
Who is she?
Just someone I met while I was out selling ice creams. She liked buying them and I like selling them to her.
Well, she must have a name.
Probably. Most people do.
Uh-huh.
All right, that'll do, that'll do. Now, listen, Henry. I don't have to start work until 2 o'clock today. Perhaps you'd like to bring your friend back for lunch.
I've just met her. I don't think we're up to the take you home and meet mum stage yet.
Henry, I was simply suggesting that you bring the girl here for a bite to eat. Not that we sit around discussing your wedding arrangements. But if you don't want to, that's fine by me.
We're not good enough for her.
Nobody said that.
It certainly sounded like that to me.
Okay, I'll bring her home for lunch. I just didn't want anyone messing things up between us.
Now, why on earth would anyone want to do that?
Oh, I don't know. I just might, that's all. Look, I gotta go get ready.
Weird.
Yes, well, I wouldn't worry about that if I were you. You better get going. You don't want to be late on your first day. Now, I cut you your lunch. It's on the bench.
Oh, you needn't have bothered, Mum. I'll be coming home for lunch too.
But I've already made it.
You don't
don't think I'm going to pass up a chance of meeting Henry's new girlfriend, do you? See you later. Hi, Charlene.
You nervous?
Oh, of course not.
First day's always the worst.
I'll be all right as long as I stay out of Mr. Lewis's way.
Yeah, it can be difficult if he wants to be.
I'll handle it. It's a bit funny starting work. Nothing's ever going to be the same.
That's what Scott said.
Sorry?
Nothing will ever be the same. He thinks you're serious about splitting up.
Well, maybe I am. In any case, it's none of your business.
Right, well, I'll go and check the shop then.
He's just worried about you and Scott. He didn't mean anything.
I'm sick of people sticking their noses in, that's all. Well, now we'll talk about being nosy.
Excuse me, are you open yet?
No, sorry, Sue, not for another 10 minutes or so.
All right. Are you starting work today?
You hear a lot, don't you?
I only wanted to wish you good luck.
Pull the other one?
No, really. I know what it's like. I'm starting work myself soon. It's a bit scary, isn't it? I'm working at the Pacific Bank with Mrs. Clarke's husband, actually. I'm really looking forward to it.
I just wanted to wish you good luck. You believe that and you'll believe anything.
Sue working with Des. I hope she won't be up to any of her old tricks again.
Don't count on it. She won't change. There's trouble wherever she goes. See you later.
Yeah, good luck.
Thanks, I'm going to need it working for Mr. Lewis.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad.
Another rub over, bring it up nicely.
Yes, Mr. Lewis.
Right.
Beat it.
Just give me a few minutes.
You heard me?
I hardly slept at all last night.
Try drinking warm milk.
Charlene, please.
Look, you already lost one job for me.
What's going on?
Nothing. He was just leaving.
Oh, go on, clear off. This is a garage, not a flaming milk bar.
What's the point?
Oh, you're no better at hiring a girl. I suppose half the kids in the neighborhood are going to be hanging around here now, are they?
Look, I didn't ask him. It won't happen again.
It better not.
Thanks. When did he come in?
No, you don't. Not in here.
I just want to have a word with him.
I know. But if you wanted to help Scott, the time was last night when he needed you. Why couldn't you have taken him to the film festival?
Because he wouldn't have gone on well with my uni friends. What am I supposed to do, stand around for 12 months while he finishes his final year at school?
I don't know. Depends on how much you value the way he's stuck by you since you moved to Ramsay Street, doesn't
Listen,
it?
Daph, if I stayed at home every time Scott and Charlene had a fight, I wouldn't go anywhere, would I? You don't understand. I mean, after the movie last night, we went to a coffee shop. It was great. We talked about it. I mean, I always thought you went to a movie just to enjoy yourself, you know?
What a weird idea.
Oh, there's more to it than that. You didn't go to uni, you wouldn't understand.
No, but I'm beginning to.
I want to talk to you, mate. I've already heard it. You are pinching my girlfriend.
I wouldn't be too sure about that.
I'm warning you, stay away from her.
Yeah, and what about Charlene, huh? She just might have something to say in the matter.
Okay, boys, take your arguments outside.
Look, I didn't start it. I was just trying to finish my coffee.
Well?
Forget it.
Oh, if he's not home soon, I'll have to go back to work.
You shouldn't have come home in the first place.
It's not a concentration camp, Mum. I get in town for lunch. I can do anything I like.
Yes, well, you want them to think you're keen. I think you're not interested at all if you run off at every chance you get.
I wouldn't have come home at all if Henry hadn't made such a big mystery about his new girlfriend.
Oh, Henry can make drama out of eating a bowl of cornflakes. He's always been the same.
Who has?
You has.
I has what?
Oh, never mind about that. Where is she?
Well, she's waiting out in the veranda. She's a bit nervous.
Oh, that's silly.
I'll get her in.
Lenny, wait a minute.
All right, I'm not going to bite her head off. Oh, no!
Hi, Charlene.